What is that I hear? Oh, that's the Yugioh hype train. Hello Yu-Gi-Oh players, how are you today? Today we're going to talk about a card that everyone seems to be talking about now. Mashoudou. Spell card, field card. Let me read it to you. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, your opponent cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack. If you control more monsters than your opponent does, you cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack. And during the end phase, if you both control the same amount of monsters, this card is destroyed. So what's the issue with this card? Now, at first glance, I'm thinking, great. He summons a monster, I summon a monster, end phase, it just gets destroyed. Cool. But now when you add in a burn deck with all these counter cards and a Geometrio that can control how many monsters you control, so this card won't get destroyed. And it's saying that the meta now has so many monster effects, so many things to do, so many things that this card can just stop that deck completely. And the fact that people aren't maining Twin Twisters or Spell Trap Removal in these deck lists seems like it's prime time for this deck to shine, and this card to shine. My issue with this card and what people are saying about this card is that they're not taking into the account that people will adjust to this card. It's not like they put it in that deck and it's the end all be all. It's not. You do have Royal Decree for all your chain burn cards and your counter cards to stop all of that. You do have Trap Stun, okay? And if they do Dark Bribe your card, you have Dark Bribe, that Dark Bribe. Solemn Judgment. Like, there's so many counters in this game now that I don't see that how one card being released can hurt so much. Or that Yu-Gi-Oh players will be dumb enough to just let it happen. They will simply adjust to the format, side accordingly. That's how it will work. Now, we know that, right? We know that. So, looking at this card, I'm thinking to myself, there are other cards like this. It may not be the same effect, but let me give you some examples. Secret Village. If you have a spellcaster on that field, guess what? They activate Secret Village. You are completely shut out of spells. Then you have to rely on monster effects. If someone does have a Royal Decree, you are completely shut out of traps. Then you got to rely on spells or monster effects. Oh, great. To activate this, you can't activate monster effects. But guess what? You do have spells and traps. One of the most important cards to combat this card is Cosmic Cyclone. Why? Because it doesn't destroy it. So anything that protects this card from being destroyed is useless. Now, people have been seeing this card inside of a burn deck, right, in Asia. We have cards already known today that will easily combat a burn deck. Now, this says monster effects cannot be activated. So that also means that monsters that have continuous effects are still good. We know that this deck is coming to the CCG. We have plenty of time to prepare for it. I am not afraid of this deck. I will tear this deck down to pieces. This deck stands no chance against me. You can leave a comment in the comment section below. You think this deck is just being overhyped? Is it really that good? Is this card really that good? Is this something really to complain about?